이어서 낭독은 우리공화당 최민선 비서실장께서 해주시겠습니다.
Korean citizens strongly oppose the declaration of the end of the war and the conversion of operational control of wartime. At wartime, the acting right-wing party, the great guardian of liberal democratic system, our Republican Party will issue a statement. The citizens of the Republic of Korea sincerely welcome the visit the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. This year marks the 68th anniversary of the Korea-U.S. alliance. The strong Korea-U.S. alliance defeated North Korea in the Korean War from the invasion of North Korea and rebuilt the ruined Republic of Korea, strengthening its national defense and developing democracy and market economy. 1.8 million young Americans participated in the Korean War, making Korea the United States broadly sharing brothers in alliance. Currently, about 500 U.S. armed forces are guarding the Republic of Korea with the Republic of Korea's National Army. We hope that the Republic of Korea and the democratic right-wingers of the Republic of Korea will further strengthen the Korea-U.S. alliance and develop it into a technology alliance beyond the level of the military alliance to contribute to peace and Northeast Asia as well as peace around the world. However, with the establishment of the leftist dictatorship of Moon Jae-in, the solid Korea-U.S. alliance was greatly damaged. For kinds of political reasons, the ROK-U.S. joint training has been suspended, and they are trying to feed the people with presence of lies such as connecting inter-Korean communication lines and the inter-Korean summit proposed by North Korea. Recently, the not functioning and growthless government in the end of term is at its peak pleasure in North Korea, which explained the declaration of end of the war at the United Nations, which was not agreed by the citizens of the Republic of Korea. Moon Jae-in, the pro-China NL government, gave up the military sovereignty, which was accumulated due to Chinese three disagreements, and is an attempt only to neutralize the ROK-U.S. alliance, the center of South Korea's diplomacy, security, and defense. The Moon Jae-in government also neutralized the strength of the ROK-U.S. alliance and the THAAD deployment, which President Park Geun-hye strongly carried out. They are focusing only on promoting North Korea leader Kim Jong-un's North Korea nuclear peace show to the international community. Our Republican Party and the Democratic right-wingers of the Republic of Korea strongly oppose the declaration of the end of the war claimed by the leftist dictator Moon Jae-in. The declaration of the end of the war was wrong. It is just merely an anti-Korea argument claimed by pro-North Korean NL, such as neutralizing the Korea-U.S. alliance and withdrawing the U.S. Army from South Korea. In addition, our Republican Party and the right-wingers clearly state that the most suitable way to promote unification based on democratic order is to absorb the North Korea into the Republic of Korea to unify. During U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's visit to Korea, our Republican Party and the right-wingers welcome the U.S. Department of Defense's rotation of the Apache Guardian helicopters for offense that strongly the U.S. 2nd Infantry Division's headquarters on the Korean Peninsula on the 28th the last month, as said by the Secretary. The promise of the United States for Korea's security is like impregnable. The Moon Jae-in government is trying to shift its wartime operational control against the citizens of the Republic of Korea at the Korea-US Security Consultative meeting with the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. In the harsh reality of North Korea's continued missile threats and nuclear threats, and the safety wartime operational control to South Korea seems meaningless given the ability of South Korea to respond to nuclear bombs of North Korea.
드립니다. 또 앞쪽에 나와 있는 여성 기자분 안쪽으로 좀 안내를 해서 좀 들어가주시면.
Now the leftist dictator Moon Jae-in can be clearly seen as a pro-North Korean government that has not properly trained the RK U.S. forces in response to the 9th Inter-Korea military agreement made under the pressure of North Korea. The right-wingers of the Republic of Korea and the Republic of Korea will surely adhere the CVID principle of complete, verifiable, and irreversible disarmament of weapons and missiles, such as North Korea's nuclear weapons and biochemical weapons, and must realize the complete disarmament of North Korea's nuclear weapons. In addition, the Republic of Korea and the right-wingers of the Republic of Korea will terminate the three disagreements that are anti-establishing and advantageous to North Korea and China, and terminate for April 27th Peninsula and September 9th military implementation agreement, which weakens the security of Korea by joining the expanded Quad Second, will form an international bloc between anti-China and anti-communism, and establish a strong military alliance system against North Korea and China's invasion. The right-wingers of our Republican Party and the Republic of Korea will realize the immediate release of President Park Geun-hye, who has been unfairly violated for 4 years and 9 months. By realizing the common values of freedom, human rights, and democracy based on strong Korea-US alliance. In the future, we will harder to strengthen and develop cooperation and collaboration between the two countries to a more future-oriented states based on stronger Korea-US alliance. The citizens of the Republic of Korea strongly oppose the declaration of the end of war and the conversation of Operation Control at wartime. For the center of the world peace, the Korea-US alliance implement CVID strong to completely dismantle North Korea's nuclear weapons. Presidential candidate Joonwon of our Republican Party and all members leaders of our Republican Party. Thank you for listening.
감사와 존경의 마음을 받아 미국과 미국 국방부 장관에 대한 감사 인상을 함께 해주셔서 감사합니다. 성명서 낭독 영문 버전을 마치도록 하겠습니다.